Hey everybody, what's up? What's new? It's Blue. Leave it down in the comments down below because I would like to know how you guys are doing today. Welcome to a brand new Vlogmas video. This video is not going to involve my face as it is a live and more to be able to focus on the baking here. So, I've already done one ball. That ball is going to be done today. The ball that I'm going to work on now is the one that I'm going to make for Christmas. So, I'm going to start, and as we go along, I'm going to tell you how much of each ingredient you are going to need and what the ingredient is. I do apologize if this video does end up jumping a little bit. This is a live, this is not a recorded video, so without further ado, we're just going to jump right in. So the first thing I'm going to start with is 1.5 cups of margarine, and what I just used was a spoon, because I know how to measure out the 1.5 cups. But if you are new to baking, I do recommend that you use measuring cups. I'm so sorry, guys. My phone vibrated and it caused my phone to tilt. Okay, so now I'm going to take the spoon and I'm just going to stir it around so that it's nice and creamy. Ooh, creamy. I'm weird today, I'm sorry. Okay, so it's all nice and creamy. So now what we are going to do is we are going to add in 2 cups of sugar. I just have my sugar in here instead of pulling it out of the bag. It's just much easier that way. So we're going to stir them 1 cup at a time. Okay, and then the next cup. And there's 2. Now you're going to want to stir this until it's nice and soft, because if you don't, then it's not going to fluff out real nice and it's not going to be really nice and soft when you go to bite into it. And it'll also make it harder to use cookie cutters on it. There we go. Okay. Now, you're going to take four eggs. If they'll break. There we go. So what I'm doing now is beating the yolks so that it's much faster to stir in. Okay, and I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. If you over put a little bit, that's totally fine. It won't harm them. If I stop dropping, items, that'll be okay. And now stir it all in. So you're going to get this nice yellowy color with the dough, and that's what you're wanting. You don't want it to be too white. You want it to be a nice kind of off-white, almost a yellow. So kind of that color is what you're looking for. And you want it to be nice and smooth with no bubbles. Okay. So now that this is in, we're going to put this off to the side. And we're going to put the sugar back where it has to go. And the margarine back where it has to go, because I no longer need it now. Okay. The vanilla can also go back, because I don't need it anymore either. Now, the one thing that I didn't mention that I do have is I have homemade icing sugar here. The way that I made it was I have the Ninja Master Prep, and I took the small size blender container, and I put some sugar, like I put 1 cup of sugar in there, and so it gives me half a cup of confectioner's icing sugar. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to sprinkle it on top before I put the cookies in the oven. So you're going to take 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay. And so this can go back up now that I'm done with it, and these can go over here. Okay, and last but not least, the main thing that you are going to need is flour. With the flour, you need 5 cups. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stir this in. So now this is more of a yellowy color than it is a white. And so at this point, there we go. Okay, so at this point in time, I'm now going to take the batter off of the spoon. And I'm going to put this in the oven. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? Into the sink. So now you're going to start putting in the flour, and make sure that you have a spatula to stir it with. What is wrong with my phone falling? I'll just take it off then. If you're wondering about my shirt, yes, my shirt is supposed to look like this. So don't worry, it's supposed to have the slits in the side. It's just how it was made. I think they're calling it a mermaid shirt. Okay. There is the first cup of flour stirred in. Now for the next cup. And when you're stirring in the flour, you're going to want to make sure that you stir it in one at a time, because it will get thicker as you go. And once you reach like the 4th or 5th cup, the last, with the other ball, it's when I reached the 5th cup that I had to start using my hands to mix it. But it really depends on, you know, what kind of recipe you're using for how soon you're going to need to start using your hands to mix it. Okay. So now I can stir it in the rest of the way and push it down. My phone falling. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry if that jumped at this moment. It kind of disconnected for a second there, so I do apologize. So now we're at flour. That. And at this point in time, you're really going to want to fold it over before you start stirring. That way you don't get it all over the place, because you really don't want to lose any of the flour. Any of the ingredients, actually, you don't want to lose, because it's all crucial to making the batter nice and soft. Okay. So now that I've reached the third cup, I gotta rinse off the spoon. And I'm gonna have to pull it off of the spatula. There we go. Okay, so we're going to keep that spoon for later. And we're going on to... I don't know if I've already done the fourth cup or not. I think I did. Or, no, I haven't yet. Because it's still really sticky. So that was the third cup. Okay, fourth cup. Fold it over. Fold it over. Fold it over. And do that 6 times, and then you start stirring in. Thankfully, that was on a clean counter. Okay, so now at this point, we are going to have to put the 5th cup in, and we're going to have to use our stir in. And another thing about doing this is it will actually help to make the dough really nice and soft, so that you don't have to knead it after it's chilled. Okay. Okay, so now we have our dough, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scooch this over here for a second, and I'm going to pull out the plastic wrap. Oh no! Also, the tough thing about recording live. Okay. So I am going to need to put another piece of plastic wrap on top, just because this plastic wrap isn't like super big. Alright, so there is the dough. I'm just going to kind of squish it a bit so that it pushes together. Okay. Alright, so this is going to go in the fridge and it's going to be in there overnight. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this cup into the sink. I'm going to put this into the sink, and these, and this. This can stay out, and the flour has to stay out. I keep dropping you guys, and I do apologize. Okay, so at this point in time, I'm going to put some flour onto the counter. Okay. Alright, what I'm going to do now, before I bring that batter out, that I have previously put into the fridge, I'm going to grease up this pan and put it over there. So here is the chilled dough. We're going to take it out. Okay. And we're going to start rolling it out. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of this. I'm going to put it in the bowl for now. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, so I'm grabbing the knife because I don't have cookie cutters that are decent. The star. Now I'm making a candy cane. Here's a candy cane. And a snowman. Okay, so this is probably going to take me some time, so I'm going to end it here. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did. Leave a friendly comment down below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys!